Arsenal fans, after 22 years of pain, of heartbreak, of mistakes, Arsenal are finally champions of England. Yes, you heard me right. Arsenal are champions of England. After Manchester City dropped points at Bournemouth in a 1-1 draw, that means that Arsenal are now declared champions of England. Mathematically, City cannot reach Arsenal. And as I predicted in the last game, Bournemouth was going to be a very difficult game for Manchester City as they are chasing a European spot. So let's look at some of the scenes that went down yesterday as Arsenal lifted the Premier League title. You can see the excitement. You can see 22 years. Premier League champions, legends. Yeah, this team is full of legends. Woo! Come on, Ghana. Wonderful scenes at the Emirates Stadium. Yeah, one of the best ever. Yeah, one of the best ever. You can look at this fan outside. Ole, 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 ole. Amazing scenes. Amazing scenes. Come on. Fantastic scenes as Arsenal finally lift the Premier League title. Where the Man City fans, we're going to be party the whole week, party after party after party after party. So this is the Arsenal Pulse. If you're new, subscribe, share, and like this video as we look at what happened yesterday as Arsenal finally champions of England for the first time in 22 years. And what can I say? This has been such a very fantastic season, and all it needed was to put the crown on our head. Yeah, and as Peter Drury said, Arsenal will crown themselves at the Palace. In the final home game versus Crystal Palace, we are going to lift that trophy. Martin Odegaard, the captain, is going to lift that trophy for the first time in 22 years. Big up to Mikel Arteta, big up to all the players for the fantastic achievement of winning the Premier League for the first time, 22 years, Premier League champions. Let that sink in. Yeah, it was a fantastic effort from everyone and also the fans. So let's look at yesterday's game. Bournemouth facing Man City. Yeah, in a game that Manchester City had to win. Yeah, it was not going to be possible for them to reach us. Yeah, so if you look at the standings, at the lineup, Pep went with the same lineup except Kovacic started in that game. Alan scored in that game, but Junior Krupi, he became the youngest teenager to score 13 goals in the Premier League, and the only teenager to do so scored against Manchester City. So Krupi, fantastic player, and this is what made Manchester City lose the title. And we were all saying this: Man City will not win every game. Total shots 10 to 14, possession 54 to 46. XG, Bournemouth had a better XG than Manchester City, and Bournemouth were up for this game because if you look at the Premier League table now standings, Bournemouth have 56 points and they can finish in the Champions League places if Liverpool lose versus Brentford. So this is a huge achievement for Bournemouth Football Club. They'll be playing in the Europa League and they have fantastically crowned Arsenal as the champions of England. Ole, ole, ole. You can see the celebrations in North London. Yeah, everywhere across the world, people woke up at night to walk in the streets, to dance, to celebrate. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. We are no longer bottlers. We are no longer the bottlers. We are the champions of England. We are the champions of England. Fantastic performance by all the players, all the what an achievement to have such a title, Premier League title, after 3 consecutive seasons. We are finally on top of English football, and that man, Mikel Arteta, is the reason why we are champions of England, because of this revolution, the big vision he came with, 5-year plan, yeah, to turn Arsenal into title contenders, to turn Arsenal into the best team in England, and he has achieved that in record time, becoming the second youngest manager to win the Premier League after Jose Mourinho. This is final fantastic news. Arsenal brought 22 years drought to an end, and now the drought is with Manchester United with 13 years without a Premier League trophy. So we made history, and this is a fantastic achievement. They are not invincible, they are not the best team to watch, but they have gotten over the line, and this is something you are asking for. You can play beautiful football, you can be tiki-taka always, but if you don't get across the line, there is nothing that can be done. Now only Manchester United and Liverpool have won more English top flight titles than Arsenal, while no side has won it in more different decades than the Gunners. 8 different decades of winning the Premier League. So 25-26 will be the year we will all remember seeing Arsenal win the Premier League for the first time in 22 years. And you know, in 2004, there was no social media, there was no technology, there was no Twitter, yeah, there was no YouTube. So nobody could tweet or could post online that Arsenal are champions. But now we can do it with the technology that we have. Fantastic news for all the community at the Arsenal Pulse. I want to appreciate every single one of you for showing up and actually supporting this team to the end. Yeah, and Mikel Arteta is going to be rewarded with a 3-year contract, and if he wins the Champions League, he'll be given a statue outside the Emirates, because he'll be the first manager in our history to win the Champions League. Yeah, so that is an achievement in itself. We are looking at Budapest, and this man has turned Arsenal into champions of England. We really deserve it, and we are so grateful, because if you look at all the near misses, number 2, second, we had to win it. This was our year. We were favorites all year, being on top of the table for 227 days. We had to win, and we had to win comfortably. Yeah, all the criticism, all the banter, being questioned by pundits, when will you get over the line? But we have finally gotten over the line after Bournemouth drew with Man City. So football can change in one night, and now we are going to get a guard of honor at Crystal Palace, yeah, where Eze was actually playing. 22 years of waiting. Big up to all the fans who stayed loyal with the banter era, and we are entering a new era of glory, of dominance. We have now tasted how it feels to win the Premier League. We want to win more and more. This is the mentality that we need to have. And speaking about Mikel Arteta, we need to talk about Mikel Arteta, the legacy that he has built at Arsenal. Because if you look at Arteta, he came in as a novice. This is his first job in managerial football, and he came with a plan. People didn't know who is this guy, assistant to Pep Guardiola, Pep's con man, but he came with a vision, and he had a plan, and he implemented that plan. He needed to clear out all the deadwood, the likes of Obama, Ozil, Bellerin, Granit Xhaka, Torreira, Guendouzi. So he removed all that was not competing. They were comfortable just to be there at Arsenal, but they were not really competing for major honors. And the signings that he brought in, the likes of Declan Rice, Timber, Kai Havertz, Victor Gyökeres, Eze, yeah, Odegaard. These are signings together with the academy. He brought players from the academy, the likes of Miles Skelly, Ethan Nwaneri, yeah, Smith Rowe. So these players coming through the academy and mixing with the signings who want to win trophies has made Arsenal champions. And I want to shout out one player, Declan Rice. For me, player of the season. End of debate, end of story. Declan Rice is Arsenal player of the season, Premier League player of the season. Give him the award immediately, because what he has done in that midfield is ridiculous and it's crazy. Our new Patrick Vieira. So Arteta will be given a new contract, and This is logical since we have the stability in the Premier League. And actually next season we can go for more. We can even go for another Premier League title, because you can see now we have 25 wins, 7 draws and 5 defeats. What a happy day. Party after party after party after party after party. We are going to celebrate until the final day, Sunday, May 24th, where everybody now will be party for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month. We are going to have a good World Cup. We are going to have a perfect summer for all of us. Yeah. So all the players that delivered, the leaders, yeah, the youngsters, consistency, big moments. This team grew together, and now we are in the face of winning, and we have delivered. For the fans, we have suffered for so long. We have endured a lot of banter, heartbreaking moments, being beaten 8-2, being beaten by Bayern Munich 10-2, all those bad memories, 6-0 by Chelsea, losing second place to Man City, being beaten in the Carabao Cup final just a few months, 2 months ago in the Carabao Cup final, losing to Southampton in the FA Cup, losing to Man City at the Etihad, losing to Bournemouth, and we were all like, is it going to happen again? But this time round, we were different, and we showed a different mentality, and that is what is required. Yeah, that is what is required. We have been questioned, but now we have answered the question. So, what happens on the final home game of the season, away game of the season? We are going to get a guard of honor at Crystal Palace and lift the trophy at Selhurst Park. Yeah, so that game will be a dead rubber game, but we can win to have 85 points. But I'm sure we are now going to be given a guard of honor, especially Eze, who came from Crystal Palace. Yeah, so it's a name. I'm just too happy. I'm too happy for what has happened. Premier League champions. The Emirates finally has somewhere we can put trophies. Yeah, after 6 years of heartbreak, after 6 years of no trophy, since Arteta took over, finally we are champions of England, and you can see the celebrations across the world. We fully deserve this. We fully deserve to be crowned champions of England. We have gone through the process, the process has finally delivered. Fantastic, fantastic. I can't get enough of it. We are going to party and party and party all day. So, with the reaction of the players, fire. Legends of art in the club. You will be remembered. You will be remembered. Team of 25-26. You will be remembered. Team that finally got over the line. Champions of England. Wow. What a fantastic achievement. Saliba, Declan Rice. Ooh. Time to celebrate, time to enjoy, time to now sip bottle after bottle. Man City, drink the tears. Man City tears. I'm drinking Man City tears. I'm drinking Manchester United tears. I'm drinking Chelsea tears. Tottenham tears. Yeah, all you rivals drinking your tears slowly by slowly as you watch the new champions of England. This is the Arsenal Pulse. If you're new, subscribe, share and like this video. Arsenal Premier League champions 25-26 with a game to spare. Thank you to God. Thank you to Mikel Arteta. Thank you to all the players, and especially thank you to all the fans. Ghana's fans, you are the best fans. You are the most loyal fans. We are different. We are just built different. If you look at the celebrations yesterday, today, we are built different. We are a club that has soul, history, the joy of football, and we have brought it back. See you in the next one. Peace.